Hey there, it's Mitzi. Welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to share some little free libraries in a different location. We have a few little free libraries here. We don't have that many. We have a few. But I went on a little vacation last week to Edisto, and we love it there. If you've never been to Edisto Island, Edisto Beach in South Carolina, it's great. It's a little place. It's not like Myrtle Beach. I know that Myrtle Beach, South Carolina is like a huge tourist attraction. It's not like that at all. That is super busy. There's lots to do. If you have a big family and you want to entertain, that's great. But if you want to just go relax by the beach and enjoy nature and the ocean, Edisto is where it's at. It's a small little beach town, very small. There's just a couple of little restaurants. There's nothing to do really. Everyone's just on bikes or riding their little golf carts or walking. And that's my kind of beach vacation. I love going and just grabbing a book and just enjoying hearing the birds, of course, and the ocean waves. So we went down there for several days last week because that's just like my happy ground. I just love it. As soon as we hit the Spanish moss trees, I'm like exhaling and like, okay, I'm here. You know what I mean? So it's just a relaxing time for me, and we had a great time. But I noticed that they had a couple of extra little free libraries. In the past, I've only seen one, and they may have already been there, and I just didn't see them. I doubt it because I'm on the island. It's not that big. I mean, you know, touring around, I'm everywhere. But there's one that's been there for quite some time, and it's right at the beach. I mean, you know, there's the little street with the little free library, and then there's the ocean. So it's right on the beach. The others are a couple of streets over, and I had never noticed them before. So I thought I would just show you some little free libraries that I saw. Luckily, I keep a basket in my car just in case of books that I want to donate, so that if I come across a little free library, I can exchange, because you don't have to do that, but that's just courteous. You know, if you take a book, you leave a book kind of thing. And so I always keep those in the car, and of course I had them. So when we rode through and I noticed them, I told my husband, I said, we're going to stop at a couple of these while we're on the golf cart. And so every morning I would get up and I would go out there and just walk and enjoy the first, you know, hour of the day. And it was just so relaxing, y'all. It was so relaxing. And then I did, you know, sometime during the day after lunch, we did ride around and go to some of the little free libraries. So I wanted to put in some clips of that so that you could see the little free libraries that are at Edisto. And again, if you've never been to Edisto, it's a wonderful place just to get away and relax, bring a few books and read and just enjoy being in the sunshine, because it's just gorgeous there. And I do recommend too Botany Bay. We didn't go to Botany Bay this time, but I do recommend you stopping by Botany Bay. It is just gorgeous, gorgeous there. So I did find a few, and then there's also a Edisto bookstore. It's called, I think it's just called Edisto Bookstore. And I always stop by there because in the back they have a whole section of used books, super cheap, and I always find something. So these are the books that I found either at the little free libraries around the island or at the bookstore. So these were two books that were in one of the little free libraries, so I picked both of them up because I have read the first one in this series, but I haven't read these, and I'm not sure how many's in this series. If you know, let me know that in the comments. But it's PSB 11, and it's by Rita Williams Garcia, and isn't that the cutest cover? And then the other one is Gone Crazy in Alabama, again by Rita Williams Garcia. And I've read the first one in this. It is One Crazy Summer. When I taught third grade, we read that book in class. And so it's a really cute little book, and I really like it. And so I've been meaning for a very long time to continue this series. I mean, I taught third grade years ago, but I've never picked any more up. And so I thought that I would picked these up to add to my collection. When I saw them, I thought perfect because they're in great shape. But I'm not sure what order, and it could just be these three. I think it's just a trilogy. But anyway, let me know if you know that in the comments. And then I also saw this book. I have heard so much about this book that it is super popular. It's an older book now, and it's been out for quite some time. But it's A Walk in the Woods by Bryson. And I love trees. I tell my husband all the time, I need trees in my life. When it's winter and all the trees, have lost their leaves, I'm just sad about it. I need the green trees. I love the forest. And so this has always called to me, but I've never read it. And I thought it was time to do it, and it was in a little free library. I do have another Bill Bryson that one of you recommended called Shakespeare, and I need to get to that one because that's one book that's a priority this year. But when I saw this in the little free library, I did want to pick it up because I have heard good things about this one. And I love nature, so I'm sure I'll enjoy this one. So those are the only books that were in the little free library. But I did pick one up at the Edisto bookstore. And my husband bought me Jane Eyre. Now, I already have Jane Eyre, but it was a different edition. And it's somewhere else in the house, so I'll have to share it in the next book haul. But I'm remembering it right now that he gave me that. But anyway, he picked that up while we were in the Edisto bookstore. And then they had a Miss Silver mystery by Patricia Wentworth. This is Lady's Bane. I love the cover of that. I don't have this one. In fact, I haven't read any of the Miss Silver mysteries, but I do want to get to these because I've heard good things about it, and I really think I'll enjoy this series. So while it was in the super cheap area of the bookstore, I picked this up. And then I also picked up a couple of other books that I haven't mentioned, so I wanted to, since I was already having a little mini book haul. This is Sprinkled with Murder by Jim McKinley. I think this is the second in the Cupcake Bakery mystery. I bought this one and another one, and I ordered them. I ordered 1 and 2, but they left it on my porch, and it was a storm. And when I opened it up, they were soaking wet. This one I was able to salvage. The other, you can't even see the cover of it. It had completely removed the ink off of the front of the book because of where they had left it on my porch. So unfortunately, that one I can't show you. I do have it, and I'm going to read it. And then I'll just put it in a little free library. But I would like to get a copy of it. If I like this series, I want to get, the others. But anyway, I can still read the inside. It's a little warped, but I think I can salvage it. But the front was completely ruined, so I'm not going to show you that. But anyway, this was one that I had ordered because I've heard about a cupcake bakery mystery. I think they're reading this online. I think I heard Elizabeth talking about it, and there's a read along of these. I'm way behind, so of course I'm not reading with them, but it sounds so fun, so I thought I would pick this up. And then I also picked up Until Leaves Fall in Paris by Sarah Sundin. I really enjoyed the first Sarah Sundin I read, and one of you mentioned that in that video when I was talking about that book, so I picked this up too. So those are just a few books that I found either in one of the little free libraries in Edisto or at the bookstore, or one that I picked up because I have picked up a couple of books along the way. The Sarah Sundin and the Cupcake Mystery book I ordered just because that's something that I want to read. I want to read every Sarah Sundin. Let me know if you've read Until Leaves Fall in Paris or another Sarah Sundin that you've enjoyed, because I'm really interested in her work. So those are just a few books that I have right now to share with you. I have another stack right beside me that I'll be sharing soon for another special video, so hang on for that because I've got to get a couple of things together for that one. I'm really excited about that video and what I'm going to share in that one. So leave a comment, let me know what you're reading right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.